Can you tell me about one of the saddest moments in your life?
Shortly after I was diagnosed with cancer, I had to tell my girlfriend that I might possibly not be able to have kids.
What did you see that day? Where were you? What was going on?
I was in the hospital, and it was right after the doctor had told me that told my mom and I that I had cancer.
What was it like in that room you were in, when the doctor told you? Like, how did you feel? What was going on around you, the environment?
Well, it was in a small hospital room with a couple chairs and a desk. I was wearing a hospital gown, and I called my girlfriend into the room just a couple minutes after the doctor had told me, and we were hugging, and I began to tell her that she should break up with me because I might not be able to have kids because of the chemotherapy treatment. So I didn't feel sadness because I was just told that I had cancer. I felt sadness because I couldn't put my girlfriend through the possibility that I might not be able to have kids. So we just stood there and we just cried. I don't even know for how long, but what else could I feel except for sadness in a moment like that? And it was pretty upsetting.
Can you just tell me the moments that led up to you having to tell your girlfriend this?
So I was in my half of the hospital room, and the doctor came in to speak to us, and he noticed that because I had a lot of people with me, my girlfriend and my two friends, the doctor asked me and my mom to follow him. We went into a smaller room, and he closed the door behind him. He sat down, and I'll skip all the stuff that he told me, but he told me that I had almost stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of cancer. And after he was done talking to us, I had to go break the news to my friends, but obviously the first person I chose was my girlfriend. So I walked back to my half of the hospital room, and I asked her if she could come with me, and out of nervousness she laughed, smiled, whatever. She didn't know what I was going to tell her next. I went back to that same room, I closed the door behind me, and that's when I began to tell her. I hugged her and I told her that the doctor had diagnosed me with almost stage 4 cancer, and I told her that she should break up with me then because the doctor said I might not be able to have kids because of the chemotherapy treatment. And I couldn't put her through that, it just wasn't right. So I told her she needed to break up with me then, but she refused, and we just hugged and cried. And that's definitely when I felt the most sadness, and the most visible memory that I can remember.
So after all of this happened in your life, what do you think now? How has the experience changed you, and how do you deal with these emotions now?
We've learned to, I guess, care a little bit less, and we realize that there are other alternatives and stuff like that, and it's not necessarily the end of the world. The relationship was too serious to end just because of that, and she had my back the entire time that I was dealing with cancer and during treatment, so she would have my back for the rest of my life.
All right. Thank you, Mark, for helping us out. There's snacks in the back. If you need anything,
thank
water,
you.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's good.